Whenever the Trail Zone team heads off for a weekend ride, Clubby insists on doing all the driving. Can't understand why. Perhaps I shouldn't have told the boys about my driving instructor Greg. My cornering technique. Or my first job as a parking attendant. Oh well, never mind. After an overnight stopover in Wodonga and a pub meal that put Popgun into a bit of a gastronomical tank slap, we headed for the Victorian High Country. Our destination is Alfor Lodge in Sleepy Sawmill Settlement, the base for Mount Buller motorcycle adventures, where we meet up with Glenn Hoffman, the organiser of the Honda Trail Ride series. With everybody keen to get riding, Popgun and Clubby quickly prepped the DRZ 250 and removed everything I could possibly break. Glenn is hosting the staff and dealers from Honda as a thank you for their support during the year. Once the riders' briefing was finished, it was off to the start for a group photo, then into the hills. Glenn organises some of the best trail ride rallies in the country, and the courses are fully marked so there's no cornerman system and you can ride the complete loop at your own pace without stopping. And there's plenty of sweeps on the loop just in case you run into trouble. So it's just a matter of getting your name ticked off the list at the start of the ride and you're on your way. Having the Honda staff ride the trail the day before the actual rally was an excellent opportunity for Glenn and his team to do a final check of the course. However, on the horizon was a threat to the event that over the next few weeks would prove unstoppable.
Basically today, a Honda industry trade ride for members of the Honda company in preview to tomorrow's final round of the Honda Trail Ride Series here at Mansfield. Popgun and myself from Trail Zone been lucky enough to get an invite to today's ride, and a whole lot of fun, mapped out by Glenn Hoffman from the Honda off-road team who promotes the Honda series. A nice easy 60km or so loop, and just a whole lot of fun today.
Yeah, so far mid-morning I guess, been an awesome day's ride, just beautiful weather conditions, little bit of dust, but when you just find your own pace and the breeze is just great, nice and cool. Started out on a Yamaha, but here I am on a Honda. All the bloody Honda executives grabbed the Yamaha off me. They're keen to see what the comparison's like, so yeah, I'm happy to let them have that. I'm on the big 450X, which is the V8 supercar of this class, the thundering 450 Red Rocket, and man, yes, it's a lot of bike, but it's a very enjoyable bike. And the day is just going to get better, I hope. What do you reckon, Clubby? A good day for everyone.
I reckon it's awesome. And Lance, put the camera away. Come on, keep riding.
As the day wore on, the hard sections proved to be a challenge and started to take its toll on the riders. For some, it was as if the trees were stepping out in front of them. As for others, it was just a matter of keeping the throttle on and letting the bike find its own way through the bush, regardless of which way the trail went. And it wasn't long before bikes fell foul of the elements.
I felt a tree hit my leg a while ago, but that was like, you know, an hour ago.
Yeah. Hold a minute, I'll start it up.
See if you can see it fish out on the other side, right? Lance from the radiator.
Yeah, you can see it all.
Oh, you're bad, aren't you? Oh, I'm near it, mate. Cap on?
Right there on the seam.
Cap on?
No, don't, leave the cap off.
Oh, there's your cap on then.
No. Put the cap away. In his backpack. It'll just piss out worse with...
Oh, sure it is, isn't it? Oh, dead set, eh?
So what's the solution, PJ?
Well, just some epoxy metal can be mixed up, pushed into where it is, refilled up with water, and you ride with the cap off because it won't pressurise, and it's not far to home, so all he has to do is take it easy. He'll get there, no worries. It hasn't locked up at this stage, so that's good, still running sweet.
The Trail Zone boys weren't done yet, so they headed for Mount Buller Summit, taking in some flowing single track along the way.
Okay, this is it. The real reason we're here in Mansfield, Victoria this weekend. Final round of the Honda Trail Ride Series. After our teaser yesterday with the boys from Honda, I can't help but feel there's more of the same. Dust, dirt bikes and drama on the trails. Feed the man meat, Lance. Let's go, brother.
Okay, now we're on our Honda 250X model, so we'll do the same thing there. We had a filter skin on that, so we need to unscrew the filter skin, unscrew the filter rather. It's held in with a screw. A little bit painful to get the air filter out of one of these. Not so much out, but back in perhaps. There's the filter skin, and a reasonably clean filter. Got to be very careful putting these in. There's a bit of a knack to the Hondas. Cut it there, I reckon.
Phil, you look like you need some energy. It seems to be taking quite a long time with that Honda filter. Phil, we've got to leave today. Rides today. How are you going with it?
Welcome. I'll get right into it quickly. What we're going to do is have a quick briefing, then we'll do the prize draw. Hopefully
During
by
the
then
briefing,
ambulance will
the
come.
riders found out how close the event came to being cancelled, as there were 25 major bushfire outbreaks surrounding the area. The same fires that went on to devastate much of the Victorian high country in the following weeks. But before the riders set off, there was a prize draw. And believe me, Glenn Hoffman had organised plenty of prizes, including a brand new Honda CRF. Once Popgun recovered from his traumatic air filter episode, we set off.
3 kilometre transport section, down to the start, finish of the off-road loops. Perfect day in the Victorian high country.
You can always tell when Club is excited.
Okay, halfway into today's loop on the Honda Trail Ride final round at Mansfield. Now this is where the real fun and games begin. Glenn Hoffman, he puts in easy splits, which is that way, back on that side of the hill. The hard stuff is where the real fun and games begin. It's this way. And of course, in the trail zone, we go hard. So let's go in there and see what carnage we can find.
Popgun makes the first major hill look easy, but it wasn't long before other riders put this climb into perspective.
This is a steep hill, but it's always so disappointing that it never shows steepness on the camera. Trust us, it's steep.
Oh, more revs, more revs. Get your feet on the peg.
European 4-stroke, all the way to the top. That's what you need.
But you're going to need more than that when a Japanese 4-stroke gets in the way. Do you ever get the feeling you're aligned with someone else in the universe? As much as I wanted to stay and see if our mate on the KTM made it up on the 4th attempt, it was time to move on.
Well, this is it, the final section for the day. It's been dry, it's been dusty, but it's been awesome. We just need to say thanks to all the team at Glenn Hoffman and his crew at GHR Racing and the promotion of the Honda Series this weekend. Thanks also to Honda, Yamaha and Suzuki for supply of the bikes that we've absolutely hammered and trashed all weekend long. And thanks also to the guys from Mount Buller Motorcycle Adventures for the accommodation last night. A great weekend had by all.
Glenn Hoffman Racing hosts a number of bike rallies during the year for all levels of riding. For more information about future Honda trail bike rallies, go to dirtbike.com.au. If you'd like to have your own high country adventure, you can contact Mount Buller Motorcycle Adventures for a complete trail bike tour designed for all levels of riding from 1 to 7 days, including meals, accommodation and a fully equipped support vehicle. Phone Mal on 0412 587 011 or go to bullerbikeadventures.com.au. For a quiet stay and a chance to enjoy all that the high country has to offer, you can stay at Al4 Lodge in Sawmill Settlement. Go to al4lodge.melbourneaustralia.com.au. For bookings, phone 0412 587 011 or email malpalmer@hotkey.net.au. Bookings are essential. To find out more about our project bikes, latest tests and Dr. Phil's tech tips, pick up a copy of Trailzone at your local newsagents or go to trailzone.com.au where you can get back issues, subscribe and enter Trailzone's latest promotion.